BP has made billions selling oil and was the company responsible for one of the industry's worst ecological disasters, the Deepwater Horizon spill in the Gulf of Mexico. But today, shareholders signalled that they wanted to move beyond that, voting overwhelmingly in favour of doing more to meet targets to tackle climate change. But many protesters in Aberdeen don't trust BP to do it. Here's our business correspondent, Adam Parsons.
Decisions made in this room are directly responsible for deaths around the world.
This was the scene inside BP's annual shareholder meeting in Aberdeen. Chief Executive Bob Dudley had just started talking when environmental protesters jumped on.
Indigenous rights! This is a crime scene!
Please leave the auditorium.
They set off alarms and dubbed the meeting a crime scene, eventually carried out by security guards. The protesters claim oil companies like BP are not doing enough to stop climate change.
We need to stop all new oil extraction now if we have any chance of keeping within the Paris Agreement. So they can say what they want, but we don't believe them.
I feel ignored, I feel frustrated, and disrupting is one way of saying you can't ignore us, you can't continue as normal.
What do we want? Climate justice! When do we want it? Now!
But perhaps BP is listening. While protests continued outside, inside the hall and under pressure from some of its biggest investors, the company backed a resolution, meaning it now has to shape its strategy according to the Paris Agreement on climate change.
Mr. Dudley, are you doing enough to tackle climate change?
BP's chief executive and chairman left via the back door. They just told shareholders they wanted to turn their company into a low-carbon business. While out front, one of the investors who pushed through the vote said this was a turning point.
We're seeing rising concern in wider society, but also with investors, that investing consistent with the Paris goals is the only way to invest safely. And being able to deliver that strategy is then passing from preparation for the transition to commitment to deliver it.
A much tougher resolution that would have forced BP to stick to strict climate change targets was rejected by the company and its shareholders. BP says it needs more freedom to make its own decisions. And here in Aberdeen, the oil and gas industry agrees. It thinks flexibility is the key to moving companies towards a low-carbon future. The industry says that rushing to impose even stricter climate change rules could backfire.
If what we do is we prematurely close down the industry, all that happens is that we'll import more oil and gas to meet demand. And that's not going to help the environment. In fact, it could even make it worse.
In a city shaped by oil, BP discovered something new today, that it is under pressure from protesters and investors alike, and that both expect action. Adam Parsons, Sky News, Aberdeen.